Okay, let's dive into this stack of material you sent over. It looks at a really interesting shift happening now
Hmm.
in how people are thinking about building wealth. They're calling it the $0 startup mindset.
Hmm.
And the big kind of immediate takeaway seems to be this move away from just, the standard focus on earning a paycheck
Yeah.
and looking instead at the sheer power of actually creating value. It feels pretty fundamental, doesn't it?
It really does. And what's key in the material is how they define this mindset. It's not literally about having $0 when you start.
Right.
It's more about realizing that money isn't really the essential first step. What you actually need is, well, creativity, resourcefulness,
Uh-huh.
and maybe most crucial, just the courage to get going.
Okay.
The sources suggest your startup capital today.
Hmm.
It isn't necessarily a bank loan or VC funding. It's often right there in your pocket.
You mean like your phone?
Exactly. Your smartphone, your internet connection, and, what's between your ears, your imagination.
Huh. So instead of needing capital first, the capital sort of grows out of the act of creation itself. That really does flip the script.
It does.
So how does that change the basic question someone should be asking?
Well, it shifts it completely. You move away from that traditional question, how can I earn more money? Which kind of ties you to trading time for dollars, right?
Yeah, the hourly grind.
To a totally different one. What can I create that other people will find valuable? It pushes the focus from just consuming or trading time.
Towards contribution, towards building something.
Precisely, building something new.
And the material really emphasizes that making that switch from earning to creating, it gives you a different kind of control, doesn't it? And potential, too.
Oh, absolutely. You're not just trading hours anymore. You're setting your own terms, potentially.
And your income isn't automatically capped by an hourly rate. What you create could scale, theoretically, way beyond that.
Plus, and this is a critical point they make, when you create something like content or a digital product, maybe a service, you're actually building an asset.
An asset, okay.
Yeah, something that can work for you and grow in value, maybe even independent of you constantly putting in time. That's a whole different way to build wealth compared to just a salary.
Okay, so it sounds powerful, game-changing maybe, but how does someone actually, start with this $0 idea? What are the practical steps?
Right, and this is where it gets really concrete. First, the advice is leverage what you already have. Your knowledge, your passions, experiences.
As if you already know.
Exactly. You can teach, write, design, coach, whatever, using platforms that are often free or low cost.
Yeah.
Don't wait to get some fancy new skill. Start with your stuff.
Okay, makes sense.
Second, learn what you need online. Tons of free resources, but crucially, act fast. Don't get bogged down just consuming information forever.
Analysis paralysis, right?
Right. Implement quickly. They say action clarifies things way faster than just studying. Yeah, and the third thing, build in public. Share your journey online, the progress, the wins, even the stumbles.
Be transparent.
Yeah. It attracts people, builds trust over time, and honestly, it opens doors to opportunities you just wouldn't find otherwise, working away in secret.
It sounds almost, simple. But the sources, they offer some solid real-world proof, right?
They do. Like the example of the stay-at-home mom. Started an Etsy shop for digital planners, used free design tools she knew, $0 cash to start.
Wow.
Or the college dropout built a faceless YouTube channel, used free AI tools, screen recorders, made passive income without showing his face or needing fancy gear.
Stick approach.
And the teacher started a free blog, shared lesson ideas, now earns through affiliate links, sells simple ebooks she made herself, all started by using what they had, free tools, creating value.
Okay, so wrapping this up then. The core idea, the big insight, is that this shift from earning to creating, it's powerful. Gives you control, potential to scale.
Right.
You build asset.
Instead of just trading time.
And it's about using what you have now and, importantly, building out in the open. The material's final thought really stuck with me, too. It's not just about being, frugal or bootstrapping in the old sense.
No, it's framed more as being fearless, proactive.
Yeah, reclaiming your power, using the tools and knowledge you already possess today to build something, not just waiting passively or, punching a clock.
And that final provocative thought they leave you with, in today's economy, maybe the most valuable currency isn't the money you have,
but the initiative you take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the message is stop waiting to earn. Start creating.